because the winner becomes the #1 mandatory for Jermell Charlo's WBC belt. The fights in our broadcast will begin at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is 7 o'clock Pacific time. The fights are being promoted by TGB Promotions, Samson Boxing, and of course they're brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. Everyone always asks me about tickets, and you can get your tickets at AXS.com. Again, AXS.com. Now, we're also going to deliver you 3 exciting matchups featuring rising contenders, prospects. They're going to be streamed. We're going to stream those to you live on the Showtime Sports YouTube channel, the Showtime Boxing Facebook page, and all of that will come before our broadcast on Showtime Championship Boxing. That action will kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 4:30 Pacific Time here in Los Angeles. And the Countdown Show is hosted by my colleagues Luke Thomas, Brian Campbell, and the highlights. You're going to see the veteran welterweight contender, Aegis Mean Machine Kavalauskas. He's going to take on Michael Fox. They're clashing over 10 rounds. Their fight. You're also going to see that unbeaten flyweight prospect herself, Gabriela Fundora, will be sharing the card for the first time with her brother. She's going to kick the stream off, by the way, as she takes on Reyes. It's going to be a fantastic night of boxing on Showtime. Now to our main card. And starting the night off, we got the IBF Junior Bantamweight World Champion, Fernando Martinez. He's going to be taking on the former World Champion, Jerwin Ancajas. This is a rematch. You remember the last time we had this fight? It was Martinez who took the belt away. And then the co-main, top middleweights, Carlos Adonis will take on Juan Macias Montiel. And again, the winner of that fight is looking squarely at the WBC champion, who is Jermell Charlo. We all remember the last time we saw Juan, he went 12 rounds with the champion in an exciting fight. And then we get to the main event. The main event. Sebastian Fundora, unbeaten, 19-0-1, 13 knockouts. He has just skyrocketed to the top of the super welterweight division. He's now got that fan-friendly style that people love to see. He's got that toughness that he exhibited in his last fight when he took on Erickson Lubin. And at 6'6", the unbeaten southpaw from Coachella, California, towers over his opponents. Of course, that's why they call him the Towering Inferno. And boy, he has certainly shown that he will go toe-to-toe with anyone. And of course, he will be fighting in the main event, Carlos Ocampo, 34-1, 22 knockouts. You know, the last time we saw Carlos Ocampo 4 years ago when he took on Errol Spence Jr. Well, since that time, Ocampo has moved up to 154, and he has won 12 straight fights. It will be one heck of a main event coming your way on Saturday. We're going to talk about these fights here with these guys, and let's get into it. And Gabriela, let me start with you, ladies first, since you'll be kicking off the stream. Talk to me about what does it feel like to be on the card with your brother this first time that you guys have done that. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, it's very exciting to be here in California, our hometown, to be fighting together. This doesn't happen very often, so it's going to be an exciting night, fireworks, and hope the fans enjoy it.
Along those lines, let's talk about your opponent. You know, it's one thing when your brother's main event, I'm sure you want to upstage him a little bit. What should we expect when you get in the ring?
The fans are going to expect fireworks, a lot of action. We worked hard in the ring, in our gym, so it's going to show out in the ring. Fight night, come fight night.
Love it. Gabriela Fundora, don't want to miss it. She's going to kick things off there at Dignity on Saturday night. So now let's get to the Showtime Championship Boxing broadcast. And again, it's a rematch. The IBF Junior Bantamweight champ, Fernando Martinez. He's 14-0. He's got himself 8 knockouts. Champ, I'm going to start with you. Martin Bader is here. He will do the translation. Champ, you certainly shocked the world when you beat Ancajas and took his belt. Tell us why Saturday we should expect the same result.
Bueno, Fernando, vos sorprendiste al mundo entero cuando derrotaste a Cajas, le arrebataste el cinturón. ¿Por qué la gente debería esperar el mismo resultado este sábado?
Hola, muy buenas tardes. Y bueno, quiero agradecer a Showtime PBC por darme otra vez la oportunidad de volver a estar en su show. Yo creo que porque vamos a hacer una verdadera guerra de vuelta. Estamos bien preparados, nos preparamos muy bien y estamos al 100% para demostrar todo lo que sabemos, ¿no?
First of all, I want to thank Showtime and PBC for giving me the opportunity to be on the showcase once again. I'm very happy to be here, and you can expect the same thing once again because it's going to be an all-out war once again. We're going to put on a show, it's going to be a great fight, and the fans are going to get exactly what they want on Saturday night.
Champ, you know, they say it's one thing to win the title, but guys always say it's even harder to keep it because now guys are gunning after you. What has that been like, being the champion now going into your first title defense?
Bueno, ¿qué es más difícil que ganar el título? Mantener el título, ¿verdad? Entonces ahora pasaste de ser el cazador a ser el cazado. ¿Cómo cambió tu mentalidad quizás sabiendo que ya no sos el que viene de atrás y que va de punto, sino que sos la banca?
No, la verdad que lo tomo con mucha más responsabilidad. Como quedé también en Argentina el único campeón, me hizo poner los pies sobre la tierra y nada, que tengo que dar lo mejor de mí para que la gente de Argentina ponga contenta y llevar a la Argentina a lo más alto, ¿no? Y que bueno, va a costar retener, pero lo vamos a hacer con mucho éxito.
Is it going to be hard? You bet it's going to be hard. But being the champion has given me an added sense of responsibility that I take with a lot of humility. And I'm trying to keep my feet firmly on the ground, be focused on the fight. And I know that I want to make Argentinian people happy. That's my main goal. How do I make that happen? By remaining the champion and winning this fight.
Jerwin, last time you guys fought, you were the champion. Now you're coming in as the challenger. Tell us why Saturday will be different this time around and why you will win the fight.
First of all, I would thank BBC to bring me back here to fight Martinez again, and I'm so happy. And also my coaches, my team will work hard, and we follow our conditioning, everything, and we work hard for this fight to get back our belt.
Jerwin, in the first fight, you guys went toe-to-toe. Do you think it was a mistake to do that? And will we see you guys go toe-to-toe again in this fight?
Maybe so, but that time my condition is not good. That's why I go for it for toe-to-toe because I can move very well because my legs cramps. That's why I go for it for what he do in the ring. But now we prepare for it what he do inside the ring for this Saturday night, and we will prepare for that.
Last question for you, Jerwin. I think the last time you guys fought earlier this year, there were 5 world champions from the Philippines at the time. Now there are 0. Will there be a world champion from the Philippines come Saturday night?
We pray, and if God will give me that big win, sir, will honor us to bring back in Philippines the belt and the champion belt.
Fantastic, thank you. Champ, I'll give you the last word. He said, listen, his legs cramped up after the second round, he couldn't move. He had to go slug it out with you. That was a mistake the first time around. Now he feels better. He can get some movement. Are you prepared for a German Ankahaus who will probably give you more movement this time around?
Acá Jerwin dijo que en el segundo round, cuando pelearon hace unos meses, él se calambró. Y además no está en la mejor condición física que digamos, por eso él tuvo que ir mano a mano, como fajarse un poquito más. Ahora parece que él va a ser un poco más táctico, se va a mover más dentro del ring. Entonces, ¿cómo cambia eso quizás tu mentalidad, tu estrategia para enfrentarlo por segunda vez?
Bueno, la verdad que nosotros tenemos plan B, plan A y bueno, nosotros vamos por todo. Nosotros estamos terriblemente bien entrenados para hacer tremenda guerra acá en Los Ángeles y vamos a dejar un buen espectáculo para toda la gente de Estados Unidos, de México y todo Latinoamérica, así que vamos a dejar todo.
Well, you know what? I have a plan A, I have a plan B. I am ready for absolutely anything. And I can promise you, we're going to put on such a great show. It's going to be, like I said before, another war that we're going to make the fans in the US, the fans in Mexico, the fans all over the world be so happy that they tuned into this fight. I can promise you that.
That will be the first fight of the night. Now we get to the co-main in the middleweight division. Carlos Adames, he's 21-1, 16 knockouts. He's from the Dominican. Taking on Juan Montiel, 23-5-2. He's got 23 knockouts. Carlos will be arriving in later today, so we'll talk with Juan here. And Juan, you went 12 hard rounds with the champion in Jamal Charlo. So what kind of challenge does Carlos Adames bring you?
Bueno, tuviste 12 rounds muy difíciles contra Charlo. ¿Qué lecciones te dejó esa pelea y cómo las moldeas para esta pelea contra Adames?
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Pues esa gran pelea me dejó pues, mucho aprendizaje, mucha experiencia y pues, mucha confianza de haber salido de pie de 12 rounds con el mejor, con el número 1.
You know what? The fight against Charlo left me with a lot of valuable lessons to be learned. But the main takeaway from that fight for me was that I came out on my feet and that I was able to withstand going toe-to-toe with the number 1 in the division. And that's something I'm really proud of.
Juan, Carlos was quoted as saying, Charlo, Munguia, those guys have nothing on me. My skills, my power, that's why they avoid me. Juan Montiel will not last in this fight against me. What's your response to that?
Adames dijo que, mira, si Charlo y Munguia no están comparados con él, menos vos no vas a poder aguantar en esta pelea, que te va a noquear. ¿Vos qué opinas cuando escuchás que dijo eso?
No, pues todos tenemos un pensamiento pues, positivo, no todo boxeador, pero pues no es la misma llamar a John Carlos de Lima, como dice mi amigo Chava, y pues cuando tuvimos el 8.
You know, every fighter likes to feel himself a little bit, right? If they have no confidence, they wouldn't be here. But I have the utmost confidence in myself, and I know that I'm going to be ready to put on a great show for everybody and be the best version of myself that I can be against Adames.
Considering the fight with Charlo went 12 hard rounds, does he think this fight will go the distance?
¿Qué va a pasar en esta pelea? ¿Knockout o a los jueces?
Pues estamos preparados para las dos cosas, para pelear 12 rounds, ganando todos y para noquear también, pues mi récord lo dice.
My record speaks for itself. I'll be ready to knock him out, but if it goes to the judges and we have to go 12 rounds, I'll be more than ready for that too. However it comes out, I'm going to be more than ready for the challenge.
And now we get to the main event. The Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, taking on Carlos Ocampo. Ocampo, listen, now has moved up to 154, and boy, he has stopped like 8 of the last 10 fighters he's faced. Fighting on a 12-fight win streak, taking on the unbeaten Fundora. Sebastian, I'll start with you. You're coming off that epic fight that you had with Erickson Lubin. What do you think you proved to the boxing public? Maybe what you proved to yourself after that fight?
Thank you guys for coming. I'm excited for this event, but I felt like I proved to the people that I'm an elite fighter as well. You know, I'm hanging there with all these guys. I'm stopping these guys as well. So, you know, I have what it takes to become world champion.
Carlos, after the Spence fight, you went right up to 154. You've displayed power. You've stopped 8 of your last 10 opponents. How do you explain the knockout streak and the power now that you've gone up to 154?
Bueno, después de la pelea contra Spence, Carlos, te fuiste directo a las 154 libras y te ha ido muy bien. Has noqueado a 8 de tus últimos 10 oponentes, tu fuerza y tu potencia están fuera de todo cuestionamiento. ¿Cómo te sentís en este momento de cara a la pelea contra Sebastián?
Pues me siento muy bien, muy fuerte, la verdad ya estamos desesperados porque es el día de la pelea, estamos listos y preparados para el 8 de octubre.
I'm feeling better than ever, Brian, and you know, I'm ready for what's going to be a great challenge, and we're going to put on a really good show for everybody. It's going to be a war on October 8th.
Sebastian, I'm sure the undisputed champ, Terrell Charlo, Tim Zoo, will be watching. They're scheduled to fight in January. What are you hoping this fight does for you, considering they're getting ready to fight as well?
Well, I don't know what they'll think about it, but I'm just going to put on a great performance for myself and the fans as well. You know, we trained very hard for this camp and for this fight. So, again, I'm just going to worry about what Sebastian, the Towering Inferno, Fundora is going to do.
What's the message, I guess, you're trying to send to those guys?
The message I've been saying, I'm going to become a world champion at 154.
Carlos, why Fundora? I mean, he's been like a matchup nightmare for his opponents. Now, not only with the height, the reach, but now he's displayed the power in stopping guys. Tell me why you accepted this matchup.
De todos los rivales a los que podrías haber elegido, ¿por qué Fundora? Ya que tiene no solo la altura y el alcance, sino que ahora también ha demostrado que tiene una fuerza tremenda. ¿Qué te hizo querer pelear contra él?
Se nos presentó la oportunidad y decidimos tomarla y aquí estamos. Sabemos que Fundora es un rival fuerte, pero no imposible.
You take the opportunities you're given, and here we are. I know that Fundora is a strong guy, but I'm not intimidated by that. I'll be ready.
Carlos, let me follow up, and I certainly don't mean any disrespect at all with this question, but the last time people here in the States got the opportunity to see you, they saw Errol Spence stop you in the first round. Now you're moving up in weight against a guy who is 7 inches taller, 7 pounds heavier than Spence. Tell us why Carlos Ocampo can go in there and knock down, do something no one else has done, and that's beat the Towering Inferno.
Esta pregunta va con todo respeto, pero la última vez que te vimos acá en Estados Unidos, te vimos perder en el primer round contra Spence. Ahora estás en una división más pesada, contra un tipo más fuerte y muchísimo más alto. ¿Qué te hace pensar que le podés ganar a Fundora y quitarle ese invicto y quitarle ese título?
Pues tenemos una muy buena preparación, nos preparamos muy bien y con conciencia vengo más fuerte física y mentalmente. Nosotros también somos fuertes en esta división.
I didn't know my preparation, I didn't know my training, and no doubt about it, I'm strong too. So it's going to be a matter of sticking to the fundamentals, sticking to the training, the results will come by themselves.
Sebastian, you certainly have already upped the ante after the Lubin fight. Now people expect non-stop action when you get into the ring. You know, I read an article where you said you want to put on a great performance for the hard-working people who come out to Dignity and spend their money to watch you fight. Based off of that, what can you guarantee that the people in Carson are going to get when you step into the ring with Carlos Ocampo?
I can guarantee you your money's worth, you know? I think we put on a great show every single time, but this one is like my real first main event. I'm gonna make sure you guys get what you want, you know? That, and my sister's fighting as well, so you know, it's gonna be a great night.
Carlos, same question to you. For the people who will be coming out to Dignity, hundreds of thousands that'll be watching on Showtime Championship Boxing, what can you guarantee we're going to get when we get another look at Carlos Ocampo on Saturday?
Bueno, Fundora garantizó un gran show. ¿Qué le puede garantizar Carlos Ocampo a los cientos de miles que van a estar viendo por televisión, a los miles que van a estar en el estadio? ¿Qué puede decir Carlos Ocampo que va a pasar sí o sí este sábado por la noche?
Les puedo garantizar un gran combate ya que me preparé súper bien y qué mejor ante un gran rival como los Fundora. Y creo que va a ser una pelea extremadamente buena.
I can guarantee you it's going to be a spectacular fight, an extremely good fight against a quality opponent like Sebastian Fundora. You're going to see fireworks on Saturday night.
That's what we want, and that's what they say you're going to get, folks, when you tune in to Showtime Championship Boxing this coming Saturday. And it all goes down from Carson, California. Dignity Health Sports Park. The broadcast begins at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is 7 o'clock Pacific time. You can purchase your tickets at AXS.com, And don't forget, we got 3 exciting fights for you, too, on our stream. You can see those on our Showtime Sports YouTube channel, as well as our Showtime Boxing Facebook page. And that kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. That is 4:30 Pacific time. Countdown hosted by Luke Thomas, Brian Campbell, and of course, Aegis, the Mean Machine Kavalauskas, Michael Fox. They're going to fight. It's a 10-round fight, and then Gabriela Fundora. She's going to start things off at 4:30. You don't want to miss that. I think we're going to allow guys have questions, correct? Are we taking questions from members of the media?
Pregunta de la prensa, estamos también si quieren hacer preguntas.
Face off. We'll do the face off here. So let's face off, and we'll start with the first fight of the night. The title fight. Champ, Fernando, Errol.
I'm trying out this other camera. See
First fight of the night.
Argentina about to get cracking.
Fernando Garcia, he's the IBL Junior Bantamweight champion. He's unbeaten, 14-0. The former champion, Yerwin Ancajas. This will be the first fight to start things off of the night. The co-main, Juan Macias Montiel. He'll be taking on Carlos Adames.
Down, guys. There's cameras in the back. Abajo, porfa, abajo.
Out here now,
Winner of this fight, named one of the top contenders for the WBC World Title. And we get to the main event of the evening. The unbeaten Sebastian Fundora, 19-0, 13 knockouts, Taking on Carlos Ocampo, 34
All right, guys, turn out, face the camera in the back first.
22 knockouts. The winner of this fight remains the number
Down here in
one
the first row now,
contender
right in the middle.
for Jamel Charlo's WBC World Title belt.
Okay. Carlos, you're good. Gabby? Yes. Fundoras, you guys, camera in the back first. Down here in the front row, in the middle. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for coming out and for watching.
Right. Despacito. What's going on, man? Sebastian, you got time, brother? Always. Yeah, thanks. All right, well, I'm going to get here with you. All right. I agreed to sleep with NFL to sports. I'm looking at my camera left because I don't think I've ever seen my camera pointed this high ever before. Man, you're just faced off with Carlos Ocampo. I don't know. Any takeaways from the face-off? He's been kind of a terrorist since losing to Errol Spence. I want to say like 8-9 knockouts or something like that since he did that. Is that I don't know how do you take that? Being that obviously Errol Spence like a lot of 1 round, but since he's put on more weight, he's been kind of on terror.
I would imagine he's a talented fighter. The fact that he became a captain and he he's ranked again. He's ranked high again. He's a talented fighter. I expect the hard fights.
I feel like I've asked this before. When was the last time you faced an opponent that you were shorter than? That you were shorter than, the guy was taller than you?
I don't think I ever have, honestly.
Really? Were you an amateur?
Amateur that finds out my height, but never short.
Wow. Man, you're coming off an incredible win, possible fight of the year against Terence. What did you find out about yourself in that fight?
I feel like with that fight, I didn't find it. Can't fight really all that. It's just I had to put it in this great
Did you feel that you accomplished that? I mean, I would say as a fight fan, you did.
I would hope so, yeah.
Man, going into obviously this fight, I want to say is for the number one contender. Would you be able to force Jamel into a fight?
As of right now, I guess we're fighting for that spot. We're also fighting for the trip. So that's what I'm like for this fight. But this is a fight that I want to stay busy with this fight.
Jamel is fighting. not sure know. Is there anybody else?
Number one right now is exciting fight. Champions, all these former champions.
Super tall guy, obviously. You know, I'm trying to work for everyone.
Estamos acá en el lobby, Fermín. As of right now, I'm 54. I want to win this week, win the title at this weight class.
Is there something else I want to say? Yeah, might not make one next year. Just got to ask, he's been asking everyone. Hopefully we get the right with those guys,
I have it's like a 640 Crawford is a talent fighter, definitely a comfort pound.
But why Spence?
I like the style, pressure fights, that's dogged. That's just the style.
How do you think you switch?
Well, I think you walk a guy down, you don't worry about him going left and right. You worry about your punches landing more than his. You don't care about what you're doing. You just worry about what you're doing.
So do you think it was a decision or knockout? How do you see that?
That was probably a knockout. That was probably a knockout, yeah. You can see on either end, I'm leaning against the choice.
Thank you so much for your time on Sebastian. Best of luck for Saturday. And tell the fans where they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram at Fundora and then Twitter at Sebastian Fundora.
Oh, and just lastly, you're fighting on the same part as your sister. What's that like? I'm sure she's excited. The whole family is going to be excited about what happened. What's that going to be?
It's great. It's great. It's great that she has this platform. You know, I think women's boxing is on the rise right now. So obviously this card it's great for that. More than married. Why not?
It's a family affair on Saturday. Definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. Ciao.
Una foto nomás, chavito.
Does he have you bring Martin?
But I usually get from the stuff, so from what I can watch, that she's like a front defense, so we're ready for all that stuff. We're good. Good for it all. It's kind of a little snap, so this is cool, this is awesome, so hope the fans enjoy it. I enjoy myself. I love watching myself play, so hope the fans do too. Yeah, hopefully one day.
Let me get Ocampo.
That's what we should put it on.
if you want to position the machine in a way, you'll be right
Yeah,
here.
sure.
Just move over set tab there.
Yeah.
Okay, right here for Steve.
All right.
Thank you. And then we'll do ESPN next.
¿Cómo está, Carlos?
¿Lo hacen en español?
No. Yeah, that's why I got to. Let me make sure it works. All right.
Just a third of a question, okay? No more, no
Okay,
less.
I'll try not to make
Not
it
even
long.
like 3 words.
Okay. 3 words. I'll try. All right. We're right here with Carlos Ocampo facing Sebastian Fundora this Saturday, October 8th at StubHub Center, or I'm sorry, Dickney Hill Center. First, you currently faced off with Sebastian. He's a lot taller than you, obviously. Well, what did you take from the facing? You finally faced off with Sebastian. He's obviously a lot taller than you. What did you take from the facing?
¿Qué conclusión sacaste del careo ahora que lo pudiste ver en persona?
Pues yo sé que es un rival fuerte y es un rival complicado. No saqué ninguna conclusión del careo, simplemente, o sea, abajo de repente se puede mostrar una cara y arriba es otra.
I really didn't take any conclusions, any takeaways out of it because he's strong and he's a complicated opponent, but nothing that can't be overcome. That's the main thing that I want everyone to know. I'm going to be
Have you been able to find sparring partners with that height, or did you have to maybe face guys who are heavier than you just to get sparring with guys that have that height?
¿Pudiste encontrar sparrings parecidos a Fundora?
Sí, afortunadamente tuvimos un sparring chuto y alto que nos ayudó bastante.
Fortunately, we were able to find a tall southpaw that helped us a lot with our preparation.
That's good. That's very lucky to be able to do that. You lost to Errol Spence, lost in 1 round, but then you've been on a tear since knocking out, I want to say, 9-10 opponents at 154 pounds. What happened? What was it? Putting on the weight give you more power, give you more stamina? What was it that the move up the weight did for you?
¿Qué te generó el subir de peso? ¿En qué te benefició?
Me benefició ver más pegada y ver más fuerte.
The main benefits of going up in weight have been that I'm more powerful and I'm stronger. So you're going to see answer.
I just want to ask about Errol Spence. You didn't have a lot of time with him in 1 round, but what was it about Errol Spence that was so difficult?
¿Qué fue de Errol Spence que te complicó tanto la vida en aquella pelea hace unos años?
Un pequeño desvío a casi terminar el round. Eso fue todo. Yo creo que si no hubiera sido una gran pelea.
Look, it was just a careless moment, a split second where I was distracted and that cost me. Against an opponent like Spence, you can't take that luxury.
And just because hopefully we get the fight, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, how do you think that fight plays out?
En una pelea Spence-Crawford, ¿quién gana? ¿Y por qué?
La verdad es una pelea complicada para ambos, no tengo favorito.
It's going to be a complicated fight for both of them. You can't really say that there is a favorite in that.
Carlos, thank you so much for your time, man. Best of luck. Stay solid.
Muchas gracias, nos vemos el día sábado.
Gracias. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Good job, pero tenemos que esperar 20.
That guy.
Yeah, that's the night.
Sam, how you doing, sir? How's everything? You got time for this? Always. All right. I'm gonna get in there with you. Let me just, there we go. I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? Can we go that way? Just because that big ass light's right behind me.
It's a family affair that we do. It's since May.
It's September. Oh, perfect.
Disculpame su nombre famoso.
A usted también le mandó saludos David Garcia.
Oh, wow. Man, got a big fight, literally, maybe I should call it a tall fight, with Sebastian Fundora this Saturday against Ocampo. Man, he was in a war, maybe fight of the year last time out. Were you kind of nervous watching that fight? I mean, he got dropped. You know, it was kind of, it was pretty, you know, kind of, I don't know, it was pretty touch and go there for a while.
Sebastian Fundora improved and is very mature. Because when he got hurt, he blew. The league and said, you know that. There's no issue. When he get out, he's very sure of himself. So, which is good that he showed how mature. And when you fight him another Mexican, he's a tough fight. He will be a tough fight. And hopefully we can come against that guy. And we can really have a new champion in the world.
Is the plan after this to, I know I want to say he's like number one, maybe even mandatory already for now. Is the plan to enforce that after this fight?
Well, it's not really in January. So we'll see. But after the press conference, I'll give a wish list. That wish list will be for January. Hopefully.
I talked to Sebastian earlier. He was saying that you know, he's okay at the weight now. He said maybe after the holidays, you know, he might put on some weight and maybe he might have to move up. Do you think my move to 160 is going to happen, you know, within the next year or so for Sebastian?
No. No way, Jose.
Oh, wow.
It will happen once Crawford, he wants to go down
he wants to go down another 7 pounds. Where's he going to take it off from? I have no idea how he makes the weight now. I don't know how he makes 147.
Yeah, but no,
I mean, the total fight would be for would it be maybe an idea of him going up to Mel and then the other two of the speeds back to back?
Yeah, but you never know who will be the winner. Besides that, I always say the mission is a long race.
I want to see that.
Is a good.
I want to see that. You brought up that fight, so that's a confidence. Man, it's a great fight. Hopefully we get it, right? There's a lot of issues going on, it seems like, but do you lean one way or the other?
I know for Spence and Crawford is looking at the line and the parents' voice instead to look at the future. All this nonsense is because he's looking to break the money. And now people are winning the fight, one is winning the next one. So to me, amazing.
So for you, that's already kind of a tell that maybe he's not, doesn't have the same confidence that maybe Spence has?
I don't believe that. You're looking you know, I respect all the fighters, but every fighter that look for the points and $9 I can, how much is going to last, it's been that you're looking to get the most money possible.
That's a very interesting perspective. I know you're working with Benavidez as well. Down here, I know once the big names talking about Taylor plans, talking about Jamal Charlo. Do we have any good news? Do we have any, I mean, like you said, some guys are worried about the money. Is the money an issue trying to get opponents to fight David, or what is the issue trying to get opponents to big
Look, no fighting is a critical key. Sometimes it's the whole money when each one of the opponents, the challengers, so sometimes the showdown is not different. You have a budget, and on the budget you have to be at Benavidez, because that is good.
No, let me ask you this.
People doesn't understand. So he said, maybe he's thinking, I will lose the fight and the most possible you know what I mean? Right. So,
like, you don't have to.
we'll see what happens. I think it's
will it be one of those kind of bigger names like Errol,
Well, Morel is busy, Plan is busy, we don't know what happens, so but we will be on it.
Well, that's good news.
Hopefully it'll be a good one.
Right, yeah, hopefully. Now we hope, because David, I feel like he's getting a lot of recognition, but you're right, it's kind of hard for him to get guys in the ring to kind of prove it.
Short time, we were not that good. Someone really good.
No, he's not a top fighter. Sam, you got a lot of fighters, got a lot of things going on. Anything you want to tell the fans? Any other plans going on?
Well, tell them to, check Twitter. It's at Samsung Boxing, and you have some time with schools.
Hopefully we got some good ones. Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Gracias. How you doing? Are you waiting for Sebastian?
Yeah, we're about to the end.
Oh, okay. I was going to try to talk to you beforehand. Yeah, maybe I'll wait till after. Yeah.
Ya quité todo lo que dejé allá.
Already like up here. I was like trying to meet you up here. If you would have told me when he was at the gym,
They're hanging him out, but I don't think it's like having it right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Gabriella.
You go like Gabriella? Great.
I'm not looking for Brian.
Is Adrian? Yeah, it's for Michelle all over that.
Yeah.
I canceled the match. Anthony Deaver must be freaking crazy. I know. And Heard's like, I'm not doing anything. Okay, this commission.
I don't have any interest.
To get my time. Sorry.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Nancy.
Oh my God.